everyone. It's me again, Hannah Solomon, and welcome to Timeless Beauty Journey. So, today we'll be talking about a topic that I feel is important. I've not really heard it being talked about or talked about much on this street, and I feel this is a very good opportunity to talk about this thing. If we want to become better, one thing we need is to have knowledge of a thing or things that can help you better improve in your life, or those areas of your life that you need improvement in order for things in our life not to be in chaos. So with that being said, let's dive into the topic. Today's topic will be on the pillar of life. This pillar of life is very, very crucial for us to know. I sometimes see that some of us neglect these important things, not because we want to neglect them, but because we don't know that these are very important. But if this knowledge is being brought to us and we know it, we know things about it, I don't think we're going to be fumbling in some areas that we are fumbling in. I'm grateful that I have this knowledge and I'm working towards making myself better. I wrote down some things in my book. If you see me looking down, just know that I am actually taking points and reading from the book that I wrote these things down. Let's get into the definition. Sorry, you might be hearing noises outside. I don't know what's going on outside. We all know what a pillar is, but just so that we could get to the very foundation of this topic, I'm going to read out what it is. According to AI, a pillar is a term that represents a fundamental aspect or a foundation of something. In other words, an important aspect or the basic or the foundation of something. It provides structural support and holds up a building, bridge, or concept. The pillar of life are crucial elements that support and strengthen you emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, and otherwise. They help improve your overall well-being, success, and happiness. Having this knowledge is essential if you want to make your life worthwhile. Trust me. The list of pillars we have are our spiritual pillars, our health, our finances, our education, our relationship, our purpose, and our leisure. This is in no respective order. One thing I want us to know about this pillar is that they both strengthen themselves as they strengthen us. They strengthen each other. So first on our list is our spirituality. Our spirituality is an essential pillar and is a major strengthener of the pillars of life. Life is first in the spiritual than it is in the physical. I am not talking about religion. I am talking about spirituality, being connected to your inner self, being connected to your source. Because as humans, we are like, I would describe us as a socket. We have everything physically built for us to function. But if we're not connected to the power, the supplier of the power, then we are as good as useless. There is no use for us. But we have everything built for us to function. But then we're not connected to the power. And this is where we need our spirituality. We need to be connected to your God, to your inner self as well. You need to be self-conscious, conscious of your soul and your spirit. That will reflect to every other part of your life. Building on your spirituality helps build character such as resilience, kindness. For those who practice faith in their religion, it helps strengthen our faith. Your spirituality gives you direction, be it emotions, be it relationships, be it finances, or a purpose. You now have a clearer understanding of how to tackle a thing. If you're in tune with those core beliefs and those core practices, I mean better beneficial practices, then you'll notice that you will have a better view of life. You will be emphatic about things. You'll be compassionate. You'll be kind. You would not want to hurt another person, because these are the things that most doctrines, at least my doctrine, teach me to be kind to myself as I am kind to others. So many benefits of being spiritually in tune. Ways you could know that you are not spiritually stable is that you start having disbelief, you start having disconnections in your beliefs and your doctrines, you start feeling weak. For those of us who pray, you start having a weak spiritual activity, then you know that you have to up your game in your spirituality. That's a topic for another day. Ways we can improve our spirituality is by fellowshipping with co-believers of our faith and our doctrines, is by meditation of the word or what is being taught in our gatherings, and practice exercising those teachings. I'm so sorry, guys, if you're hearing the noise outside. It's not usually like this. I don't know what's happening today. Join the doctrines. Don't always stay at home. Go out. Go out and fellowship. Listen to the word. Listen to the teachings. That's where you're strengthening yourself. Most times when I practice the things that are needed, I find that I have better understanding and better improvement on how to go about some certain things. Study and do research. Don't just go gather, pray, listen to the one, come home, drop the book, your Bible, whatever book it is that you're using in your gatherings. Don't do that. Open the book and study the book. Sometimes you might not have time for these things, but if you create time, that 2 minutes that you want to go to bed, you can just take out 1 or 2 minutes, just go through a chapter or a verse and ponder on it a little and then go to bed. Next on our list is our health. It is said that health is wealth, right? I would say health is life. You see that serpent that you refuse to kill or take care of in Genesis is definitely going to come back to you in Revelation as a dragon. Don't forgo your health for anything, not money, not relationship. Your health is important. Without this body, we have no authority to be on earth. Once you're dead or you're gone, you are gone. It only takes the mercy and the miracle of God to resurrect you. But once you're out of this earth, you're out of this earth. There's no two ways about it. You have to take care of your body. You have to take care of your mind. You have to take care of your emotions. You have to take care of yourself. Yourself first. Sometimes you have to be selfish and take care of yourself. I cannot overemphasize this. It is very important. Ways you can take care of your health includes routine checkups. Check yourself, examine yourself. Sometimes just sit down and listen to yourself talk. My body has actually given me signs. When I listen to it, I am grateful at last. We go for routine checkups to check ourselves via tests, via self-examining, whatever way we check ourselves. Mind management. Learn to manage your mind. Learn not to overthink. One of the ways we could do this is trying to live in the moment, trying to be as happy as possible, to not worry much, because at the end of the day, the Bible says the life of man is short and full of trouble. There will always be troubles. If you leave this level of trouble and you go to the next one, you will always find trouble. Trust me, everyone have a different things that they are facing and they are tackling on a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly basis. So try your best to live in the moment. Try to keep yourself happy. Try to manage your mind. Try to take worries off. I would recommend putting it in prayer. Whatever gives you stress should be placed in prayers. Those times you're using to think, use it to pray. If you can't think and worry, you can pray. You can just say something as little as, God help me. God help me. I've seen cases where I cannot even pray and I'm like, God help me. He understands. He's your father. He's your father. He would always listen to you. One of the ways is having emotional intelligence. Know when to call it a quit. Don't let people bully you. Always know when you're feeling angry inside. Be self-conscious. Don't allow yourself to explode. If you need to talk about the issue, talk about it. Don't wait until you're full. These are things I used to do when I was young. younger than this, I would not talk about my feelings until it has gotten to the brim, and I'm now nagging and yelling out my feelings, when I would have just sat down and talked about the feeling like a normal sane human being. I would not. I was too afraid to talk about my feelings. Learn to talk about your feelings. Learn to have emotional intelligence, emotional health. Everything that concerns your health is connected to each other. Let's move into our next, which is our finance. The Bible says in Proverbs 10:15, the wealth of a rich man is his strong city. The Bible refers to finances as shelter, security, and tower in so many verses. Our finances are important. Again, I told you that these pillars strengthen themselves as they strengthen us. When your finances are good and stable, they can strengthen your relationship, they can strengthen your health, they can bring about improved health where you don't feel any stress. You can comfortably get something for yourself without feeling stressed or feeling guilty about it. So we need to guard it with jealousy. I'm not saying we should be greedy or we should be stingy, but we have to guard our finances. Ways that we might be overlooking our finances could be ignoring debts and debting. If you can avoid debt, avoid it as possible as you can, and do not ignore debt. Learn to pay up debts, learn to decrease the level of your debting, learn to buy things when you have the money, and if you don't have the money, survive without it. Okay. Another way is neglecting financial education, maybe by your loved ones or by maybe a co-worker or maybe your boss. You neglect this foundation. It is not a good thing to neglect financial education. When the topic comes up, strive to know more about how to improve your finances. Indulgence in impulse purchases. You shouldn't always indulge in impulse purchases. Many of us will testify that impulse purchases have done a lot of harm than good to us. I mean, including my gender. Sometimes we have the money and we know we want to do something good with the money, but to end up saying this thing, yes, we need to go for happy things. We all need to be happy. We all need to purchase things that make us happy. But when you can't afford a luxury, it becomes extravagancy. Learn to not be extravagant with your finances. Learn to curtail the way you spend your money. Learn to watch what you buy so that it doesn't lead to a place where you don't actually have any money at all. Learn to control yourself when it comes to impulse purchases. Another way we might be neglecting is not reviewing financial accounts or having financial conversations. Learn to review your accounts. Learn to monitor your spending. I think other YouTubers have talked about this. It cannot be overemphasized how important it is to learn to monitor your spendings and never spend more than you earn. These are things that I'm so grateful I have the knowledge of. I am so grateful because with this, I have improved my finances. I have seen myself saving. I now know that I actually have money, but I didn't know how to save or spend the money, and then I end up being broke. But when I have this knowledge and I started reviewing my finances, checking my accounts, statements, tracking my spending, all those things, I became better in my finances. Ways to improve our finances: stop neglecting our finances. We need to stop neglecting our finances. Don't treat it like it is nothing. Saving and investing, for a start. I'm good at saving. I'm so grateful to my mom for that. But one thing is that after saving, I tend to lavish it on things that are not needed. So I came up with this idea. I started first by knowing what to save for. Like if I want to get a new TV, I start saving towards it. Now, whatever comes, I know that I'm not going to touch that money because I know the purpose for it. If I want to get a new book, I need to learn a new skill. When I've saved towards that, and it is due, and I take the money and invest it in that which I was saving towards. When it starts bringing fruits, I can start spending it. And now I'm not saving from the point of stress, or I don't know what this money is for. I'm now saving because I have abundance. I now have money for emergencies. I now have money to invest in other things. Set a goal, save towards it, invest in it. If you save and you have something in mind that you're saving for, it will help to make you focus. Benefits of being financially stable includes reduced stress, freedom and flexibility. Of course, we know how much of a freedom we can get when we are financially stable. Improved relationships, better health, increased savings, because now you have saved, you've invested, you have financial stability, you now have your finances, and you now have increased savings. Now you're saving out of abundance, you're not saving out of stress. Increased security. Of course, we know how much security we have. I mean, a man's ego, for example, how much secured we feel when we are financially stable. Investment opportunities, work and life balance. That is self-explanatory. You're not always hustling and bustling night and day just to make ends meet. Now you're comfortable and you actually have a life because you're not worried about your money, your finances anymore. Financial stability takes time and patience and character. It is a journey, and an important one at that. So moving on is education. It helps us reach our full possible potential, and it also helps impacts us, our community, and strengthen our relationships. Education can be in various forms. We have the formal education and the informal education. The formal education is a place whereby we get degree, we go to the university or polytechnic or college to obtain a degree on a particular field. We best in it and get employed. We now have our degree, we now have our certificate. Informal education can be in form of self-directed learning, experiences you got yourself or a second-hand experience, maybe someone you know, something happened to the person. Mindfulness and self-awareness. We could get education through mindfulness and self-awareness, learning a thing and then correcting yourself in it. That's also a form of education. Skill acquisition and building. These are informal education. Education helps in personal growth and development, critical thinking and problem solving skills, improved health and relationships, career opportunities and financial stability. These are what education, whatever form it is, can help you achieve. It drives innovation, creativity and progress in any field of your choice. Ways we could get educated is by learning to read. We should learn to read our books. That's a form of education. With this basic education, we can go about almost everything in our lives. So we could develop ourselves. If you can't get to the uni, we should get the basic form of education, which is from the nursery to the secondary. These are very important. Going out is another form of education. Go out, meet people, learn to manage people, learn to socialize, learn to converse. Don't stay indoors like a furniture. Learn, go out. Go out. You can use the internet to educate. Our next pillar, which is our relationships. One thing we must know about life is that relationships are what brings happiness to people, not things. It's the relationship you keep, it's the relationship you have that gives you happiness, not the things you have, not the houses. It's humans that gives validation, disqualifies. You would agree with me that it's from your fellow human being. Relationships are important. I don't care what they say that your friends are the ones to kill you, love na scam, love is wicked, and all these things, I still think and I still believe that relationship is a gift from God to man. Relationship is important for a happy and informative life, and it can be in any forms. We have romantic relationships, family relationships, platonic relationships, friends, professional relationship, which includes your business clients, your colleagues, your boss, and so on and so forth. We also have toxic relationship, but let's not just go there. I think that's another topic for another day. The benefits of relationship is emotional support. We have companionship, trust and security, personal growth and development, intimacy and physical connection, learning and development, improved mental health, physical health benefits, shared responsibilities and shared beliefs, shared benefits, sense of belongings, fun and enjoyment, improved skills and unconditional love and acceptance. The list go on of what we could enjoy in a relationship. There is this story, I don't know the girl's name, but she's an introvert, asthmatic or something, and she died and stayed in there for like 2 years or so. According to what I heard, she decayed in her room. Why? Because she's not social. She doesn't have people around. If she had a friend, maybe from the time that she fell sick, they would have taken her to the hospital. There's so many benefits you could get, opportunities that I've gotten because I know people, because I relate to people as little as I can. I am not a full extrovert. I'm not really a social type, but I tend to practice, I tend to try. And I've known the benefits I've gotten from those people as well as the ones that I've gotten from me to go out and socialize. We shouldn't always stay inside. I am an introvert. I am an introvert. What's it to you? Like, what's the introvert thing all about? If you want a peaceful life, yes, you can be an introvert and stay in your house. But if you want a sweet life, you have to actually have people around you. It could be your mom, your sisters, your brothers, your friends. Just those little things that you feel doesn't matter can actually be what matters. So please invest in your relationships. Next on our list is our purpose and our career. It is important for every individual to have what drives them, to have what motivates them, to have where they are aiming or going to. This is where purpose comes in. You have to know why you're here. Have something you're doing or you're pursuing. If you don't, then you'll be like a log. You're not useful to yourself first and to others. Purpose and career helps you contribute to your community. Relevant even after you are gone, because you found out your purpose in life and you pursued a career at least. And it brings excitement. It brings you closer to people. It helps you better improve relationships and financial stability. These are the benefits of purpose and career. You don't have to just sit around. Have what is driving you. Sometimes when I feel unmotivated, these things can actually push me up because I know I have work to be done, or having a career at least. Next on our list is our fun and leisure. They say all work no play makes Jack a dull boy. You don't have to be into work, chasing finances, chasing education, chasing purpose and career. You have to go out and have fun. Create a day for yourself. Go out, meet people, have fun, try new things. You can't have your life in a triangle or your life in a box. You have to try new things. You have to experience life. We only live once, okay? I'm not saying you should go overboard and do things that are detrimental to you, but I'm saying that you should try to live and let live. If you enjoyed this video so far, I will ask to please subscribe to my channel, like the video or dislike, and also comment what you think about this video. I would also like you to share to your loved ones or anyone you think might need to hear this. This means a lot to me. For those of you who have watched this far, I am so grateful. Thank you, and I promise to keep on bringing you educative, informative, and juicy topics on this channel.